back with some amazing news just for you guys. And in this video, we're going to be covering a lot of stuff on Pokemon Go updates, legendary Pokemon, shiny Pokemon, Generation 3 Pokemon, 1v1 battle, gym raids and changes, the spawn rates which have been increased by 15%. So basically, this video is all about the Pokemon Go update 2017 update, which are being released maybe next week or the coming weeks, but very soon, guys. So the way we are going to be doing this video is we are going to be starting off with the smaller updates first and the bigger updates later. Now make sure to watch the whole video, as I'll be talking about a lot of important stuff which you may not have heard, or may have heard some of it by other YouTubers, but not such detailed and legit information which I'll be giving you. So I know there are a lot of many update information videos, but why you need to watch my video is because what information I give is 100% legit and from verified sources, and I don't give fake information which is made up by myself, like a few YouTubers who do clickbait, and I personally really hate those YouTubers. So now, starting up with the first update, we have the shiny Pokemon update. Now you may be thinking this is such a huge update, but I'm starting up right with it, even though when I told you we'll be starting with the small updates first. Now this is a smaller update compared to the other updates, so just imagine how huge the other updates are. So now, a few weeks before, Pokemon Go had the Pokemon Go Water Festival, which consisted of increased spawn rates for water Pokemon. So during that time, Pokemon Go also had an event called the Shiny Magikarp event, which included shiny magic spawning randomly everywhere. And now not everyone, if a Magikarp was shiny to me, to a person catching it right next to me, it won't be a shiny Pokemon for him. So that way, the shiny Pokemon were introduced in the form of Magikarp. Now I believe Pokemon Go released shiny Pokemon, only one shiny Pokemon, as they wanted to test how smoothly it will run in the game. Now that was the beginning of shiny Pokemon, and I believe they are going to come with the upcoming update. Maybe they'll start off with like Generation 1 shinies first, and Generation 2 a bit later, and continuing to Generation 3 shiny Pokemon. Now, as before, when a Pokemon is spawned, for example, when the shiny Magikarp event was launched, if a Magikarp was spawned right next to me, when I view it, when it's just on the Pokemon Go map, it won't look as a shiny Pokemon. And when I hit it and it opens in the battle screen, then I know if it is a shiny Pokemon or not. So suppose there's a Murkrow here, so when I look at it here, it is not a shiny Pokemon. And now when I hit it, for example, fail. Now okay, let's hit this Cubone. Let's see this Cubone here. So when I look at this Cubone here, as I'm looking at it, it doesn't look like a shiny Pokemon. Now when the shiny Pokemon update is launched, when I hit it, now then I'll get to know whether it's a shiny or not. So this way, each and every Pokemon is spawned, you need to hit it to find out whether it's a shiny Pokemon or not. So that way, I think Pokemon Go will release the shiny Pokemon update, which they may start off with the Generation 1, moving on to Gen 2, Gen 3, and so on. And I think the Magikarp was the beginning and just a test run for Pokemon Go. So I think there will be a lot of many more updates which will be coming up. So now moving on, next update are the gym raids and changes. Now I know I've talked this in my previous video as well, but we'll just be summarizing through gym raids and changes. Now I'm sure you guys have heard this from a lot of other YouTubers as well, but I'll be giving you detailed information which no other YouTuber has given you. Now these gym raids will consist of your team leader coming up to you and telling you that a raid has started near you. For example, in Team Valor, so the Team Valor leader, which I think is Candela, will come up to me and tell me that a raid is about to start near you. So that I think the leader will pop up and guide you. So I think that will be one update which you can expect from Pokemon Go this year, and I can't promise you guys that this will be launched in the upcoming update during mid-May or mid-June, but this update will be coming really soon. And another thing is the gym battling style, which everyone has hated, and it's just tapping on the screen and swiping, which is really boring. And Pokemon Go owner John Hankey himself has promised us that we can expect much more from the upcoming update, and gym battling styles will be changed, and it will be involve just more than tapping on the screen, and it will be a lot more interesting and interactive with the player. And other few changes are gym battles lag a lot, which needs to be fixed, and John Hankey himself has told that these problems will be fixed. Now that's a huge relief, as a few weeks before I took down a gym, and when I tried to put in a Pokemon, there was a message which said error, and the gym was a level 5 gym, and I took it down to level 0 gym. I mean a level 0 gym, and when I went to put in a Pokemon, I couldn't, as the gym had been gone back to level 5, and it was not a neutral gym anymore. So that pissed me off a lot, as all my effort had been tossed. So yeah, that's something which needs to be fixed in the game, and I think it will be fixed really soon. Now, other few changes are like the Pokemon which the user is controlling in the gym will be much more interactive with the player, and it will ask phrases or something like that, and there'll be few phrases saying that, for example, I'm using a Murkrow in the gym. It'll be, if my Murkrow lost the battle, it'll tell that Murkrow has lost the battle. Currently these phrases are not being used. It just returns to the next Pokemon which is in your lineup. So these are a few updates which you can expect from Pokemon Go this year. So now moving on to the next update, which is the 1v1 battle, guys. This is one of my favorite parts, and this will involve making the game much more interactive and amazing, which will be a very fun to play game. And I think this feature of the game will give Pokemon Go a huge boost, as it makes the game much more interactive, and this way there will be a competitive spirit introduced in the game, and many people will start playing this game just for time pass or just to play it with their friends. And I think this way the game will get a huge boost, and this way the game also becomes much more fun to play. And this is one of my favorite parts of the update. I think you can expect all these updates mid-May or between June, the starting of June, which is the first week of June, or I think a few of these will be launched on or few of these updates can launch in May, and the rest of these can come on the Pokemon Go 1 year anniversary. I honestly think 1v1 battles will come on the Pokemon Go 1 year anniversary, as it is a really huge update. So moving on with the next update are the Generation 3 Pokemon, which we all have been excitedly waiting for, and it may consist of your favorite Pokemon which you're dying to catch. So I think the Generation 3 Pokemon will be launched in some week of May, and then the legendaries will be launched during the Pokemon Go 1 year anniversary, as it is a huge event. So I think along with the Generation 3 Pokemon, which will be released in mid-May or the starting of June, there will be also a few new features and a few new items and berries which will be introduced in the game. As with the launch of Generation 2, there was the Nanab and the Pineapple berry which was introduced in the game. So I think with the launch of Generation 3, there will also be new berries which will be introduced in the game, along with a few other new Pokeballs such as the Time Ball, the Net Ball, the Dive Ball, Dusk Ball. If you've played all the older Pokemon games such as Pokemon Emerald, Leaf Green, you will know that these were a few Pokeballs available at that time. So Generation 3 is one of my favorite generations, and I really can't wait to catch Generation 3 Pokemon, as it has one of my favorite starters, which is Trico, and I really just love Generation 3, guys. So now moving on with the next main update, which every single one of you have been waiting for, are the legendary Pokemon, guys. When the game launched, everyone was wondering where are the legendary Pokemon, until Niantic told that the legendary Pokemon haven't been released in the game yet. But now during the 1 year anniversary, which is a really huge event, I think legendary Pokemon will be released. As in an interview, John Hankey told that you can expect legendary Pokemon and 1v1 battles, and he's really excited for these updates. So when I think the first legendaries will be released are the legendary birds, and I think each team, for example, if you're in Team Mystic, you will be able to catch the Articuno, and if I am in Team Valor, which I am, obviously I'll be able to catch Moltres, and same applies for Team Instinct, which you will be able to catch Zapdos, yeah. So, and they will John Hankey also stated that there will be limitations. Obviously guys, a gym can't have 10 legendary Pokemon. That will be impossible to take down to. So I think the gym leader, which is the, for example, if there are 9 Pokemon in a gym, and the first Pokemon is the strongest Pokemon with the highest CP is a legendary Pokemon. So I go in, I have a legendary Pokemon with the highest CP. So, oh, that's a wonderful Bellsprout there. I have a Pokemon with the highest CP, my legendary Pokemon. So I completely knock down the gym and get it to level 2. And if I am going to put my legendary Pokemon, I think the legendary Pokemon which is already there, which will be replaced by my Pokemon. So that's what I think will happen. Or the gym can have only one legendary Pokemon, as obviously 10 legendary Pokemons in a gym will be impossible to beat. Yeah, so I think the legendaries will be launched generation wise as well. So I think on the Pokemon Go 1 year anniversary, they will be releasing generation 1 legendaries, which is the legendary bird trio and Mewtwo. So obviously Mew and Mewtwo will be available for, I think, every single player, and I think the legendary birds will be released team wise. There's a Misdreav there. Okay, yeah, team wise. So I don't know guys, I'm really not sure, as I'm not the one developing the game. So these are just my predictions about legendaries, but the legendary update will be launched really soon. I'm 90% sure it will be on the Pokemon Go 1 year anniversary. As John Hankey told, it will be coming really soon. So I know few people have uploaded videos like this in the past saying that they will become really soon, but believe me guys, those videos are just clickbait videos. They just want views, and they make up all this bullshit to just get views and to excite you guys, but in the last they disappoint you. But I'm not going to do that guys. You can really expect these updates coming in the future, or I think these legendary updates along with the 1v1 battle and the shiny Pokemon will be coming on the Pokemon Go 1 year anniversary, and generation 3 gym raids will be coming mid-May or the starting of on the first week of June. So I think the Pokemon Go 1 year anniversary is on July 6th. I'm not pretty sure. I think it's on July 6th. So I think you can expect a really huge update then. And Pokemon Go hasn't released an update or a nest migration for around 2 to 3 weeks, and usually they upload a update around 2 to 3 every once in 2 to 3 weeks. What's happening to me? Okay, so now there's also a new feature, or I guess feature, yeah, we can call it a feature, that the spawn rates have been increased by 15% in rural areas. The main reasons why people spoof is because there are no Pokemons in their areas, or they like spoofing, I guess, or they can't play around. So why I spoof is because I don't have Pokemon spawning in my areas, and it is really difficult to keep up with the others. So now Niantic is trying to prevent spoofers by giving them more increased rates of spawns in their areas. I think this step will reduce the number of spoofers, and it will be really helpful, as not everyone lives in big cities and towns. So this way I think Niantic is slowly trying to ban spoofers, which is really sad, as I loved spoofing, guys. Personally, I loved spoofing. Now no hate comments, please. um so these are all the updates which you can expect really soon in the game, and I think most of these updates will be done before July. And on the Pokemon Go 1 year anniversary, you can expect really huge events like the water festival and the extravaganza. So that's it for the update video, guys. If you've here so far in the video, please hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If I've missed out on any other updates, please comment down below. Please feel free to share your personal views to help me grow in the comment section. And for more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. And for instant updates on these Pokemon Go updates, on Pokemon Go legendary updates and stuff, what you need to do is just follow me on Twitter, and I release instant information on Twitter. So that's it for this video, guys. It's King Sparx for you, and I'm signing out.